Hello everyone, it's Dr. Hasibullah Hanif. Welcome to NeuroHub. Today we will discuss about the most fascinating aspect of human brain, blood supply of the brain. Do you know that although the brain make up only about 2% of your body weight, it consumes 20% of your oxygen and glucose. So without continuous blood supply, brain cells will just die. So in this video we will be discussing about the two major arteries that supplying the brain. The first one is called internal carotid artery. Interior circulations. This is the internal carotid artery. This is internal carotid artery, and then we will discuss about the vertebral artery, which is this one. This one is vertebral artery. So at the first, this is your ascending aorta. Let me show you. This is ascending aorta. Ascending aorta, and this is your arch of your aorta, and here you have descending aorta. So imagine this is your this is right hemisphere, this is right side, this is left. In right side you have brachycephalic trunk. This is called brachycephalic trunk. Right brachycephalic trunk. This one it's dividing here, and they give you common carotid artery, carotid systems, and then the brachycephalic artery. This one is brachycephalic artery. Imagine here the brachycephalic artery. Here the first branch of brachycephalic artery is called vertebral artery. This one is called vertebral artery. Okay, this one vertebral artery. Vertebral artery, here you have a muscles which is called scalene muscles. Here you have a muscles, it just have like this shape which is called scalene muscles. Imagine this is scalene muscles, and the vertebral artery actually is located medial to the scalene muscles. So the second branch here, it's called thyrocervical trunk. This one is called, let me show you here, this one is called thyrocervical trunk. This thyrocervical trunk then is dividing into two arteries. Here we have, and we have here one. This one is called ascending cervical artery. Ascending cervical artery. And here, yes, here this one. Sorry, this one. We have inferior thyroidal artery. Then this is the second part, the second artery originating from subclavian artery. The third artery originating from subclavian artery is called costo-cervical trunk. This is a trunk, costo-cervical trunk. This costo-cervical trunk then give you arteries called deep cervical artery for the cervical. Deep cervical artery. So then this vertebral artery is coming, and this vertebral artery is entering to transverse process, and then foramen transversarum. Here, this is coming here, and then it's entering to the foramen transversarum, and here then they give you some artery. It's called medullary artery. This artery is called medullary arteries. This one. Then it's coming up to here. It's entering to the foramen magnum, and they give you the first branch. It's called this one. It's called posterior inferior cerebellar artery. From here, from posterior inferior cerebellar artery, other artery originating, which is this one here also as well. This artery is called posterior spinal artery. Posterior spinal artery. This one is supplying posterior aspect of the spinal cord, about 1/3. And then you have other artery here. This one, yes, this one, which is called interior spinal artery. Interior spinal artery supplying the interior part of the spinal cord, about 2/3. So then these two arteries becoming joining each other, they form basilar artery. artery. And here here they give you branch called this one. It's called inferior cerebellar artery, for the inferior portion of the cerebellum. And then you have some small artery. This is called pontine artery for the pons and for trigeminal nerve, pons. So imagine this is medulla oblongata. Here you have pons, here you have midbrain, and here is your cerebrum. This is your right hemisphere, and here you have left hemisphere. Then later on, this the vertebral basilar system will be finishing on the here, this one here. It's called, this artery is called posterior cerebral artery. Posterior cerebral artery. Here the vertebral basilar system is finishing, and comes to carotid systems. Here you have brachycephalic trunk. They're dividing the brachycephalic trunk. It's dividing into two artery. We have internal carotid artery. This internal carotid artery. This is a common carotid artery. Common carotid artery. And this one is external carotid artery. We will not discuss it. External carotid artery. And here you have the internal carotid artery. This internal carotid artery. So this internal carotid artery is coming. It's bifurcate at the level of C3 to C4. Cervical 4. It's bifurcate, external and internal. Internal, they didn't give any branch to the face, neck, no branches. It's directly coming to the internal canal, and then to the internal carotid sheath, internal canal, and when it's entering into the cavernous sinus, and there they start to give you a branch. The first branch of the internal carotid artery is called ophthalmic artery. It's called ophthalmic artery, this one. Ophthalmic artery. Ophthalmic artery, then it's going to the orbit, and then will be anastomosed with the external carotid artery. And the second branch, it's called anterior choroidal artery. This is called anterior choroidal artery. And the next one you have, this one is called posterior communicating artery. This posterior communicating artery, you know, the internal carotid artery will be finishing on middle cerebral artery. By middle cerebral artery. Middle cerebral artery. And then also they give you here one artery is called interior cerebral artery. And you have here interior communicating artery. This interior communicating artery. You know, the interior cerebral artery, it's supplying the intromedial portion of the cerebrum, while the middle cerebral artery is supplying the lateral portion of the cerebrum. And here you have the posterior cerebral artery. This is posterior cerebral artery, this one. This is supplying the occipital lobe, median and lateral portion of occipital lobe, and temporal lobe slightly. The inferior portion of temporal lobe supplying by this artery, posterior cerebral artery, which is branched from the vertebral artery. So here, that's the junction between the vertebral and carotid systems, which is posterior communicating artery. So thank you so much. Please join my channel, and see you in next video, inshallah. Thank you.